Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to share with you something that I told my brother very recently. Since he's turning 16 years old, I got a little wake up call because I realized sometimes when I think about the direction I'm going and things I'm going to take a part in, I think of myself as a 16-year-old or like an 18-year-old person who's deciding to go into these things. And when I just saw my younger brother now celebrating his 16th birthday, it gave me a wake up call that, hey, dude, you're actually kind of 23, which is not as young as 17, 16, or even 18. It's more like the age 23. And for most people, that seems like young as shit. For me, it's kind of feeling a little old because I think of myself as somebody who's 16, 17, 18. But the point of that, me sharing, is this. I told him a few things that gave him an understanding of where things are gonna be like. Since he's gonna be graduating from high school soon and coming to college, I asked him, like, what do you want to accomplish? Do you know what you're gonna do yet? Just to see, pick his head a bit, what he thinks. And I told him that no matter what you choose, it's not going to change much when you come to college. Yes, you might have more time, but there's nothing wrong with start dwelling into the things that you love now. Because a lot of people, what they do during high school is they wait. Because they think a career or the thing you're going to do, you have to wait until you get to college. And I feel like that's invalid because, especially at this time and age, because age is almost non-existent. It's like it doesn't matter what age you are, as long as you can do the things, create the circumstances, you can make anything happen. Age is just experience. And I'm doing a bad job explaining this, but what I really mean is there used to be a time when you needed a lot of resources to start a company. You used to have to be able to employ a lot of people to even put up a website. You needed a lot of connections to industrialize something and then make a company. But nowadays, there's no excuses like that really valid. For example, anybody who's watching this who's early 20s, let me tell you something. You might be like me sometimes when you think that you know more than the average. You're doing well, which might be true if you're on this journey of being the strongest version of yourself. You are probably doing better than the average, which is true. But guess what? You're not even close to where you'd like to be because you don't have nearly close to the results you'd like to have. It's as simple as that. Look at me for my example. I would like to be a fucking millionaire. I would like to be able to go 10 rounds in boxing. I would like to be able to play in a band at my will, be at that level of a guitarist. But I'm not any one of those three things because I didn't put in the time and effort that is needed to deserve any one of those things. That's exactly the reason I don't have it. There used to be a time that couldn't be said straight out, You could, let's say even 10 years ago, say that I don't have $1 million because I'm just 23 years old. I'm just getting started. But right now, that's not fucking valid because there's lots of young 20-year-olds who are millionaires. Heck, there's even some that are reaching billionaires. They're young 20s. If you know more than the average, there's probably a lot more that you don't know just because you don't have what you would like to have. That's the result. You don't prove to other people that you know more by trying to say what you know more. The result is right there. I don't have $1 million in my bank account. Period. That just means I don't know a lot of the shit that's going on out there. Now, having said this, of course there is progress and ways to mark where you're at. I'm talking about generally as at the whole picture, right? There's no excuses. This is it. This is all you have. Things are not going to be so much more different than how you think now and how your habits are unless you do something about it. So it was a little message I gave my brother, and for him to really kind of understand. People people tell high schoolers that, oh, things are going to be so different when you get to college and stuff, but the fact of the matter is that nothing's going to really come about your way until your character and discipline is changed first. Okay, I could be exactly almost close to how I was in high school in this place, except it'll be a little colder in the winter, a little hotter in the summer, but I could be doing the exact same things. I could be partying every week. I could be taking a lot of shit. I could be running after all kinds of recreational activities, but I'm not. Not because I came to college, not because I was in class and the teacher said something that just struck me and I became enlightened, but it's because I went through some time of self realizations and dwelling in what I really want, which caused me to make some decisions and change myself, which can be done in high school too, but people wait. It's just the way. It's one of those things where people are just like, oh, it's morning, so I should eat cereal. Okay? It's morning, so I should eat milk and cereal. Some sugary garbage that is not good for your body, but you just do it because, that's what the norm is. It's one of those things. You don't have to fucking wait. There's no excuses, because at this time and age, we're not living in a period where a lot of connections have to be gained to industrialize something and start a company. You don't have to employ thousands of dollars and special hardworking smart people to put up a website. You could make a website in fucking 1 hour using Wix and shit. Okay? There's no excuses. Just a wake up call. Peace.